Hello.
How was it this time around?
Not bad. It looks like we got it. There we go. It's better. See? This side's better than this side.
Oh yeah. Our home for the evening.
Shall we? Pretty exciting.
This place is beautiful. It's so secluded and it almost feels like we have the place to ourselves back on this campsite. I am so excited for us to wake up to this view in the morning. All of the wind blowing through here, it sounds so nice. It's just beautiful.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Oh, let's see if I can, nope. I'm stuck. Passing the baton. It's so hard to get up here.
No, it's not.
Oh.
That was so extra.
Oh,
This is so nice.
it is. Pillow what?
Yeah, you know I snore, right?
True.
If I'm like this,
I feel like I'm in a bouncy house, you know?
I don't think this can withstand.
It feels like a bouncy house.
It is. It's a bouncy house.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go prep food. Bye.
How's it going over there?
Not bad. Trying to figure out how long it actually took it for. Being that we had a mishap with that grill. At least we're getting nice lines.
We're getting some nice grill marks.
Yeah. All right, everyone, food is done. Got the steaks, corn, sweet potato, mashed potato. Sweet mashed potatoes?
Mashed sweet potatoes.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It turned out pretty good.
Yeah.
At least it looks good. I haven't been able to taste a whole bunch yet. What are your thoughts?
Look, I tried the sweet mashed potatoes and they taste delicious. So I like it. Except I burnt my thumb. So that's gonna be fun. Hopefully it doesn't blister up too bad. But if it does, whatever. But we're gonna get back to chopping up the meat and eating, and then we'll get back to y'all.
Why would you look outside yourself when you have all of the world inside? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sun's starting to go down.
It is.
Yeah, your heart is a sun, and it shines as it opens. Well, your heart is a sun, and it shines as it opens. Yeah, your heart is a sun, and it shines as it opens.
Good morning.
Morning.
First night in the truck tent, and
That's great.
I rated a 9 out of 10.
No, I'd give it a 10 out of 10. This thing is awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty great. Definitely, at least I still felt a little bit of the cold, but
Yeah, I didn't feel anything. I was knocked out and dreaming really well, so
I had to wake him up because he was twitching all over the place.
had some crazy dreams, but no, I think it's a 10 out of 10 for me. It did its job. It definitely, I didn't feel cold at all. At one point it got a little windy, and we have the windows open, and I felt the wind coming in through there, but I think if we had it, zipped up halfway up or something, it would have been a lot more comfortable. But other than that, it was awesome. I enjoyed this thing. So
We're gonna head out and make some breakfast so we can get to doing some exploring today.
yes.
Enjoy this beautiful, beautiful location that we found.
So we'll keep you guys posted.
Alright, bye.
Yeah.
Why would you look outside yourself when you have all of the world inside? Why would you look outside yourself when you have all of the world inside? Why would you look outside yourself when you have all of the world inside? Why would you look outside yourself when you have all of the world inside? You know, you can feel it when you look inside.
What?
You know, you can feel it, and it's no surprise.
We have been having such a great time exploring Point Lookout. There is so much history here. I know Joe is absolutely loving it. And we wish we had more time here. There has not been enough time to fully appreciate everything Point Lookout has to offer.
If you're into like Civil War history alone, this place is the place to come.
Yeah.
So much to learn, and they have those guys that are volunteers. They don't get paid by the state or anything, and they have so much knowledge. It's insane.
Oh yeah, we sat there and talked to this guy for probably at least 30 minutes.
If not an hour.
If not an hour. Just he was recounting the history of the fort that's here and giving us so much good information about the structures and how they've worked so hard to recreate them true to their historical form, which I was loving as a building freak. But
yeah, I also like the fact that him and his crew, the ones that restored all these buildings, they get together and reenact like their marches, like the traditional Union soldiers marches and stuff like that.
They have cannons that they've supplied that they can reenact shooting off the cannons every now and then.
And they're original cannons from the war, from the Civil War, which is awesome.
Yeah, so they do a lot of work, and kudos to them. And
they're all by donations. They don't get paid a penny by the state. The only thing that the guy said was that the state allows them to be here to do all this stuff.
Because they're in a state park, they're allowed to be here by the state, but the state does not sponsor them.
Yep, so anything and everything that they build and that they reconstruct is all out of their pocket and by donations, which is all. So Point Lookout was the old Union like camp base. Here was a very advanced hospital. It had different tiers, different buildings that were individual from each part of the building. The old lighthouse is right here, and if you look over that way, that's where a portion of the old buildings were that they knocked down. The rest of it is underwater. Throughout the years with the hurricanes and everything, a lot of the land washed off and got covered. But this part right here, which is really cool, so the really neat part about Point Lookout is that the hospital had a triage center when they would bring them on the boat, so they would determine where they needed to go based off of the hospital, which is just insane, the amount of history this place has. And it was so advanced that the hospital itself was the only one and the very first one to have a sprinkler system for in case there was a fire. And the great thing is also it was individually, the buildings were so individual that in the middle of all those buildings, they had a water tower that was pumped. It would pump water from the ground well, fill it up, and if there's a fire, the sprinkler system would go to each of the buildings that it needed to go to, which was so advanced and so insane, the amount of history that's here. Before all that, before the Civil War, this was actually a resort for the very rich and wealthy from Washington, D.C. And they would come here, and there was a little further down, there was a hotel where all the fancy, you get fancy dining and drinks and everything, and there would be a beach over there for people to go and enjoy the sun and stuff. So yeah, Point Lookout is the spot to be. It's pretty sweet, and I think this is one of our favorites now.
Oh, this is definitely my favorite camping spot that we have been to so far. Just being able to be here by the water is one of my absolute favorite things. I couldn't ask for more. And we were able to hear the waves last night a little bit in between the grasses.
Absolutely.
And it was just so great.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love this place. It's sweet. So.
Yeah, and we couldn't ask for better weather.
One other big thing is when you come to Point Lookout, make sure you bring reusable water bottles because they do have fountains. And if you plan on staying here all day, make sure you bring enough food and snacks because it is kind of in a rural area. So if you wanted to leave the state park and come back, it would take you a while to get back here. Also, another cool thing is that they have a lot of fishing spots here. So if you like to fish, you got the bay side and the river side, but the bay side is the closest part to the ocean, so you can get some really nice fish out here as well.
Weren't you saying that when you came here as a kid, you caught a pufferfish? I
caught a pufferfish. So I came here with my stepdad, my mom, and I pulled out a pufferfish, and I've never caught a pufferfish in my life, never seen one in real life, and that thing was all blowed up, and it was really freaky looking. And but yeah, it was really neat to see the amount of sea life that actually comes into this area. So But yeah, other than that, this place is pretty sweet and you guys should definitely check it out. So like always,
make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to support our channel and keep following our adventures. We love sharing where we're going with you guys, so just keep supporting us. We love it.
thank y'all. Take care.